Welcome everyone to episode 3, season 1 of the Chromium Collections podcast. We did go on a little bit of a hiatus. Uh, Hopefully it's not that regular, but with school and all that, it might be a little challenging. But of course, we had to make a podcast for this blockbuster trade. Yeah. Oh my God. Well,
Bro,
I
this was out
wasn't
of
expecting
nowhere.
this. Yeah, I wasn't
Like,
expecting this.
yeah, me and you were just chilling, and then we were on call when this happened. We're talking about like how a Philly trade is gonna work, and then
Yeah.
he drops this bomb on us.
Yeah, I was fully expecting Ben Simmons and Tybo for Harden. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty okay. So let's just go over what the Rockets got, right? So the
Yep.
Rockets got
Yeah.
Victor Oladipo, who's on a 1-year
Mhm.
contract. He's been playing really good this year. He's been
He
shooting.
looks like his former All-Star self. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's been playing pretty good. They got Dante Exum. They
Yep.
got Rodion Kurucs, who the Nets had him. He's 22. He didn't. I think he played in the playoffs against
I
Toronto a
don't
little
think.
bit.
Yeah, I don't think it was really.
Yeah, I don't think he was really a factor though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it
So
was really just like Harrison
yeah,
Levert.
so they got three first rounders from the Nets, and
Yep.
then
2022, 2024, and 2026.
four pick swaps.
Yep.
So twenty twenty
So.
one, 23, 25, and 27.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the 22
A
first round
22 first rounder
from
from Milwaukee via the
It's
Cavs.
and then so the Nets obviously the biggest they get James Harden to pair
Yep.
alongside KD and Kyrie Irving. The Pacers get Karis LeVert, who's 26 years old and a second rounder via the Rockets. And then the Cavs get Jared Allen and Torian Prince.
All right, so let's go over the Rockets because everyone's talking about the Nets. We should probably talk about the Rockets first.
hmm I feel like now that because we didn't really see like real prime Harden on the Rockets since like John Wall and Boogie and Christian Wood joined because he didn't want to play there. He hasn't been playing the best
Yeah,
his
I
last
think
few
the last time we
games.
saw him was in the playoffs in the bubble.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing like at his peak performance except the game where he dropped 44.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to give it a shot, but they
hmm
lost, so he's like, never mind.
Yeah, so now they got Victor Oladipo, right? And Victor Oladipo, I think that's a dub. He's a good defender.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting that. I thought
yeah,
Karis LeVert was a good return. Victor Oladipo was even better.
yeah. So Victor Oladipo, he's good. He's a good defender. He's pretty good on ball, like even
Hmm.
on the perimeter, right?
Yep.
Dante Exum's gonna be a nice guy off their bench, a nice piece off their bench, because they lost Austin Rivers to the Knicks free agency.
Yeah, yeah, that makes up for
Yeah,
it.
and then Rodion Krooks plays the center position. I don't
I
think he's
don't
gonna
think
get
he's
any
gonna get much
minutes.
run.
Yeah,
He's not gonna get many minutes. Christian Wood and DeMarcus
PJ.
Cousins, yeah.
Yeah, and you
No.
can't forget about PJ Tucker in those small ball lineups if they run them.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't think he's gonna get much time. I think he's
yeah,
just gonna be there.
and so four first round picks.
Well, basically eight first round picks. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's a crazy return from James Harden. That's
Well, they
very
got all the picks back from the Westbrook trade last
yeah.
season. They might have gotten more, if I'm not mistaken. I think
I
it was four first round picks.
I think they got more because the Milwaukee first rounder that was thrown in as well.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Uh,
the Rockets, do you think they'll make the playoffs now or not really?
I think their playoff team just without James Harden. If you just took out James Harden, like picked him out, I still think they can
Hmm.
make the playoffs with John Wall, Boogie, and Christian
I
Wood.
mean, if you think about it realistically, who can make the playoffs? The Lakers, the Clippers, the
Okay, the
Mavericks.
West is pretty like I think this year a lot of the teams are like playoff contenders. It's not
Yeah,
like
even the Suns, right? That's already
yeah
four.
for
The Jazz most likely.
Mavericks,
Already, yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. I said the
Nuggets.
Jazz most likely, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Curry's been on fire ever since that Clippers game.
Nah, it was
So
ever since that 72-point game, right?
62-point game. Sorry. Yeah, the
Or
game.
62. Yeah, 62,
Yeah,
not 70.
62.
Yeah,
72 beat.
that'd
Yeah,
be even more nuts.
that'd
But
be
yeah,
crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I think the
so maybe the
Rockets.
Warriors.
Yeah, I think the Rockets are going to be playoff
Yeah, they
contenders.
they they have a shot
Yeah.
with like Memphis lurking around, maybe. But like,
I think this Rockets team is right now is better than Memphis. Just like as of now.
yeah, because Jared Jackson Jr. and John Morant are not playing, so
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Rockets are going to. So let's talk about the Harden, Kyrie, and KD thing that's going on. Because I don't think this
so
is going to work as well as Klay
it's
Thompson,
not going
Curry,
to
and
work.
KD.
At first glance, it looks crazy. I don't think it's gonna work. Not
Uh,
even just like ball hogging and all that. Where's the defense?
Look, KD is like I would say he's like average to
He's
above
not a
average.
juggernaut though. He can
Yeah.
play defense, but he's not like an Anthony Davis.
Oh, well, not many people are Anthony Davis, man. Anthony Davis is
I
he's
know. I'm just like using him as an example. Like
yeah.
where is
KD's
the defense
good.
coming from? That was Jared Allen, but that's gone now.
DeAndre Ayton, no, sorry, DeAndre Jordan. Let's get this new.
DeAndre Jordan is
Yeah.
just
I mean
he's there
he.
because he's KD's friend, bro.
I mean no, but he's still like a presence at the rim. It's not like.
But he's gonna get cooked by like Embiid, Giannis, AD.
I mean, it is. That's just the. This is the type of trade they wanted. They wanted. I would say the two best scorers in the game right now, and then the best ball handler.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't know what's not going on with Kyrie.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think he's gonna demand a trade.
Hmm. Who? What would you if you were the Nets? Who would you trade Kyrie for?
Well, it depends who's on the market, right? We don't because so far it hasn't been on the market. Even then, like who would want Kyrie after all the antics he's been pulling right now?
Yeah, without like not having a mask at the birthday party, that
Not
the
only
picture.
that, he's missing games and getting paid $33 million. That that's just yeah. I mean, personal reasons. We don't know what's going on with him, but like as of right now, it doesn't look like anything's going on with him.
Hmm. Yeah, but like
It looks like
let's say if you're the Nets and he demands a trade, who would you want? What would you be
well,
looking for?
I'd want a defensive player because the Nets don't have any defense.
Hmm. So who what comes to your mind when you think of that?
I mean, when I think of a defensive player, I'm thinking like a Drew Holiday type. Obviously, they can't get Drew Holiday, but someone like Drew Holiday, like a very good, just defender, but who can also produce. Even though they don't necessarily need that production, if they keep Harden and Durant, right? Like
Hmm.
that's already a crazy offense, right?
So like just a defensive specialist,
Just like a defensive specialist, kind of like how
like Ananobi or Jonathan Isaac or like
no,
one
no,
of
no,
those
like
types.
there was a guy in OKC, Andre Robinson or something. He was a
Andre
really good defender, but
Roberson.
he couldn't hit a shot to save his life.
Yeah, but I think for Kyrie you can get more than just Andre Roberson.
Now,
But
I'm just using him as an
yeah,
example. You
I know what you
obviously need
mean.
to get more, like
Yeah,
picks, right?
yeah,
But
you. I would say I think I'm not sure who you would trade for him, but I think like OG would fit really well on that team, or even like Jonathan Isaac, or just somebody who
Jonathan
can.
Isaac isn't he injured?
Yeah, like if he was healthy, I think he would fit nicely.
But they can't. You can't trade injured players. I don't think.
I'm not sure. Anyway, I still now I'm not sure. Like at the start of like on our first episode, I said the Nets were going to get out of the East.
But they,
This
I don't think. Yeah.
this I don't know because like you get James Harden, right? Like I think KD's the best scorer in the league still, and
hmm
James Harden's the second best. So you have the top two scorers, right? But I'm not
Yep.
sure how that's working because we haven't really seen James Harden play off ball in a long
Yeah.
time.
No. 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 He has played off ball in OKC. That's the thing. Like as soon
Yeah,
as he got to Houston, he played that hero ball thing. He never played off ball. Like
yeah,
he looks like he's in quicksand or something.
yeah. I hope he like I want this to succeed. I want to see this work just for like
There is going to have to be a lot of ego management. There has to be a lot of off-ball cooperate. Like there has to be a lot of off-ball movement. I would say they
mm,
can't just do iso ball
yeah,
because we saw how that worked out with the Clippers.
yeah. But yeah, no, but James Harden can pass too. It's not like
No, 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 no. I'm not talking about passing. Like
uh,
we know James Harden can pass. KD's gotten a much better passer.
Kyrie's
Kyrie.
playmaker. I know. I think the Clippers need a playmaker, not just off-ball movement. I think those are two separate things. Like
Yeah,
playmaker.
no, no. I wasn't talking about the Clippers. Like I'm just saying, like the
Oh yeah,
ISO ball that they were playing. It's just like an example of how it
yeah,
doesn't work.
yeah. It needs to be like team oriented. I think they can manage. At least like when you have KD on the team, you gotta recognize that like unless he's playing with LeBron, I want the ball in KD's hands.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The last shot on the line. It's not even a question. KD,
KD's
like,
taking that. I mean, no, it
unless
also
like,
depends who's hot. If
well,
somebody's
yeah, if
hot,
someone's hot, like if James Harden has not missed a shot in the whole fourth quarter, obviously you want it in his hands.
yeah, it's all. But like, if nobody's hitting anything, I just want KD to take that shot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that might be controversial, but like
Yeah,
everything is controversial nowadays.
I mean, because like especially in the playoffs, and if Harden doesn't get his calls right, Harden's probably would go for like the foul call.
That's true, and
No
I don't know if
call.
he'd get it last second.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like KD is more from like just as my perspective as a fan, he just goes for the fouls. KD's gonna try to make it. But there was that game, I forgot who it was against, where KD and Kyrie
And
missed.
Kyrie, they
They
both
both
missed.
missed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you
And
want to
I
let's
think
talk.
that was just a mistake. Yeah.
So like the Pacers. What do you think
Was
about?
it the Pacers? I don't know. I
No,
remember
I'm
they were
talking
at
about. I'm
home.
saying the trade right now. So what do you think about the
Oh,
Karis LeVert, who's 26 years old, has 2 more years on his deal than Victor Oladipo, and
I don't. I personally particularly don't like that move, but that's just my opinion. I think like I don't know why they would do that
I
because
think it's on the.
from what it looks, right?
Mhm.
I don't think there was much thought given to it on Indiana's side. I think they just jumped on the first opportunity to get rid of Oladipo for something decent.
Yeah, I think this was on like the basis that they thought Victor Oladipo was gone next year. Like he wasn't gonna resign because
No,
they
I don't
didn't.
think he wasn't going to resign. I just don't think they wanted to give him the max.
Yeah, so he wanted the max, right? That's the thing, and then so he
Yeah,
probably wouldn't have resigned. So they wanted to get something. Karis LeVert is he's fine. He's fine. Like he's pretty good. Like he needs the ball in his hands. He's
yeah,
not.
I don't think he would have had the same opportunity to flourish in India, like in Brooklyn, like he would have in Indiana.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have more opportunity in Indiana with Sabonis and Brogdon with him. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
mean, Indiana in general is just in a weird spot right now. They're kind
the,
of like in the middle of the pack, and
I think
I
it's
don't really
like
know what they're gonna
Toronto
do.
last year. I like they're a really good team. They're like fun to watch. Right, they've been playing pretty well, but I don't think they're
Just
gonna
not
make it
really.
far into the playoffs.
Nah, they won't. They won't. They won't. I think
Yeah,
there's second round exit depends on who they play in the first round.
yeah, they might even be a first round. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure if
Yeah, and then the
this will be
Cap and
much
the
fun.
Cavaliers get another big man, Jared Allen.
The Cavs took a big dub here. Jared Allen, jeez.
Uh see the thing is, so they have really good guard play, right? Sexland, Colin Sexton, and Darius
Yeah.
Garland, right? And Dante Exum bench, right? So
Hmm.
they're trading him for who I think they expect to be their long-term center because he's only
Hmm.
22, right? Andre
Yeah.
Drummond's at expiring. I forgot JaVale McGee's contract, but I'm pretty sure just a 1 year as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
He'll
think this
come.
is their long-term center.
I think they're gonna be looking to trade Drummond soon because you already have JaVale McGee, who's actually been playing pretty good,
Hmm
right? So you don't really need three centers. Like I saw it on Twitter somewhere. Saxland is like surrounded by trees.
Yeah. So
Like,
who do you think they would who do you think could take one of their big men? I think the
well,
biggest like the biggest team that is in desperate need of a big man right now is the
Toronto.
Raptors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toronto really needs a big man, but
I don't think
I
it's
don't know.
just a big man. They need somebody who can just score when needed, right?
Yeah, I don't
Because
think Drummond is a very good scorer. He's just a rebounder.
yeah, but then he can take the Beyblade spin moves after they rim in and out, and then take it and dunk on the other guys.
Yeah, maybe. Who would they have to give up though?
Yeah, like
Norman
because he's
Powell.
making like 30 million, right? So
Yeah.
he
Norman
that's
Powell.
I think you would have to throw Kyle to make the might have to throw Kyle to make the money match.
Yeah, I
If
think so.
if it's like just Kyle, I think you might be able to make it work, but I don't think Cavs are going to do that.
Yeah, they already have Sexton and Garland, but I
Yeah,
don't think Toronto would want to give up Lowry either, just
yeah,
because that's kind of like
eh,
their guy. Unless Lowry asks out, he's probably not gonna get traded.
yeah. I don't think they want Lin or Baines. They've been playing horrendously. I think that's an understatement. It's
Nobody
hard to
wants them.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, And nowhere they're trading Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher has been like the one good thing they've
Why would
had
they
this
trade
season.
Chris Boucher for
Yeah,
another? Like they need more than Chris Boucher. Why would they get rid of Chris Boucher right now?
yeah, yeah. Pascal
Um,
Siakam first triple double, just for a shot to rim out. That was. I
that
feel
was
bad for
very
those fans,
unfortunate.
man. Back to back games.
I I don't like how he's being blamed for it because if I'm being honest, the only reason they were that close is because of Siakam.
Yeah, especially in like that Golden State game, he was carrying them in the first half. Like nobody
Yeah,
was
I don't
hitting
think it's
shots but
exactly
him.
fair. It was a good shot too. It wasn't like
Yeah,
people are saying, "Oh, why did he spin?" Well, he spun to create space, and it created a lot more space than if he just would have pulled up.
yeah. And plus, like Draymond Green was really smart that possession because he was sitting like, or not sitting, he was standing right outside the restricted
Oh,
area.
he took away a
Yeah,
lot of options. I think I saw some video somewhere where it was showing that like Draymond Green, like he saw the play that was coming,
yeah,
so he forced it into Siakam's hands.
yeah. Draymond's a really smart player, and
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It looks like he wasn't trying last year.
yeah, he almost had a triple double against them that game actually when Curry only had what was it 9 points?
Yeah, that's a game we're never gonna see from Curry again.
Yeah, he's scared of Fred, bro. 2019 final.
Van Fleet is just a different type of defender. I think he deserves all NBA or no,
All
no all
defense.
defensive second team maybe.
Yeah, he's been playing good too. Like he's been hitting some like some really
I guess
crazy shots,
he
but
kind of
like
tapered off from with the last two games, if I'm being honest.
yeah, but like Pascal was cooking that game, and Fred was also like he was a good play. He was playmaking better than like he was prior to this season.
Yeah,
He
I guess. Yeah,
he's
and then
starting to like take
we can also talk about Luca's resurgence because he looked pretty bad at the beginning of the season. Now he looks like MVP Luca.
yeah. It's like the 3 point shot wasn't falling for him, and then
Yeah,
that's
now
just
Porzingis returns the day we're recording this. If I can just pull up his stats right now. From what
yeah
I saw at halftime, he was looking pretty good.
yeah. Luca being
Uh,
Luca and Porzingis
16 points,
in the half.
16 points, 2 blocks, 4 rebounds in 21 minutes so far. It
That's
looks pretty. I'm not. We're not watching the game obviously, but it looks pretty decent for like a first return.
yeah. I think like in the future they're going to be a team to like. I think even now, but even more so in the future, that they're going to be a team that you have to like watch out for.
Yeah, they're gonna be scary for sure.
Yeah, because right
For sure.
now, like I think most people just think of them as like a playoff lock, but not someone who can make, not a team that can make real noise in the playoffs because of the Lakers
Yeah,
and the
I mean,
Clippers.
even there was a problem last year too, but this year, right? Like, where is their defense coming from?
I think now that like Porzingis, I think Porzingis going if he doesn't get injured, I think Porzingis is gonna help with that at least.
If he doesn't get injured, is a very
Yeah,
big like.
yeah, that's like the big thing. The if, very important there.
Yeah, well,
All right, so
I
I
think
think that
we've
good.
talked about enough.
I think that's all
Yeah,
we have all for today,
we'll see you
guys.
guys next week, hopefully, if we decide we want to record.
Yeah,
But again, if any music drops, we will be right on that. Just like, or if another blockbuster
another
drops,
Woj
we will be
bomb
on it.
gets thrown at us. We will be on it
Yeah,
right away.
we will be there. But if there really isn't anything to talk about, we have a lot of schoolwork, so we're not gonna force anything for like the 3 viewers we have right now.
Yeah, shout out to you three guys, man.
Yeah, real MVPs here.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
see you guys.
See you guys.